Insert the theme song here. This is the theme song because music is gone. Hey everybody, hello and welcome back to Massively Overpowered Television, where you can't say that I'm not willing to try new things, because what I'm trying is like the epitome of new to me, even though it's actually really old. So yes, we are going to the beginnings of the MMORPG world, and we are taking a look at a MUD today. Why am I doing that? It didn't just randomly appear in my mind. I'm actually doing it because a patron requested it. And because it was requested and I'm willing, here we are. So all of you who might think you can get me to play a certain game through there, it won't work. But short of that, I will play almost anything that I can get and do. And I will probably cough a lot during it as well. Sorry. So here we go. We are checking out Lusternia. And I gotta tell you, I've been looking at character creation for like 3 days right now. And yeah, seriously, guys. And I thought I had stuff narrowed down. I had it down, the classes narrowed down to 3, and the races narrowed down to 4, and the starting city narrowed down to 2. Here's the problem. You apparently, I know I've had to close down the character creation once. Your class is your race is restricted by your class, or your class is restricted by your race, or something like that, and your city is restricted by all that. Okay, that's well and good, but there doesn't seem to be anything telling me what races can do what classes and such. So I thought that would easily go, okay, so what pairings of race classes that I would like to do to help me through this decision? And nobody that I have talked to has found a way to to learn that. So what we're going to do first is we're going to go to the website. So this is actually on the web, and we're going to look at the choices. I'll show you guys where I have things narrowed down, and then we'll go to character creation. Now, what I understand is if we make something that isn't going to work for what we want, then we gotta just close it and make a whole new one or something. Bunny Paladin or Riot. Oh, there actually is a bunny thing. Let's get in there. Zija MJ, so awesome you're braving this. Wait, don't worry, any race can play any class? Well, wait a minute, one of us just, not me, one of the gang went in and started making characters, and then it was restricted. It could only pick certain classes after the race was picked. So you're saying you can play any race with any class? Well, that may or may not have helped things. Let's go ahead and jump in, and let me show you guys what choices I am gonna need to be making. Ah! No, you were working perfectly. You were working perfectly just a minute ago. Let's see. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Like, seriously. Seriously? Okay. I sat here for 2 hours with this completely working. With it working beautifully, perfectly. You lying liar of lyness. Like, the races page worked just fine. Why you no show me my... Oh, good freaking heavens. Okay. Alright. Well, no. Just give me a second. And we'll move once again to a monitor view. I just have to, I have to shut a few things down before that can happen so that certain crazy error things don't show up over there. I think we're good. Okay. For the love. Okay. It's dead chip. I know. So, like, seriously, I ran around testing this for like half an hour, and it worked just fine until you went live, and now it won't work. So, all right, I got monitor capture. There you go. Look at my beautiful monitor capture. Sorry. Okay. First off, I know you have to make organizations, because I actually tried to make my character before the stream. Like, days before. And I got... yeah. I got waylaid. So there are 6 city things, and it tells you a little bit about them. When you open up home of the Dracarni, it only shows one native race. It shows you that these are the available... so I guess... Alright, I guess I can be a pyromancer with the Dracarni. I have no idea what... Goon Swad? No, I don't even know. But that has such bad connotations. Not even touching that. So, Illumination Overlay. Okay, so that was one of them that I was looking at. And the other one was the Sarenwild, and I think that's because that had the race that I wanted. Oh, classes are tied to city, not race. So that's what I'm looking at. Okay. Well. Okay, so a Moon Dancer is actually one of the ones I'm considering. Okay, so let's ignore city then to start with. And let's go look at the races, because you're going to chuckle at these. Spare Andy, you've played Lusternia? You totally got to help me out here. So there's a lot of... There are a lot of races. And if this first one does not immediately bring something to mind, you're all fired. Totally. And the fact that it's completely silent in here, except for my voice, is really kind of freaking me out. Even I hear myself echo now. So the races I'm interested in. Dracarni, because you breathe fire. Failing, I mean, come on. A little Fey and Flight. Hello, that kind of like screams MJ out to you, right? Furrykins, not what I was looking at, but Furrykins are like little animals. So you could actually look like rabbits, foxes, dogs, or bears. Or Squirrel Girl, apparently, does some time in this game. I also was looking a bit at the Marion, water breathing, and noble race. Mugwump, come on, Mugwump. Who doesn't want to be a Mugwump? Mugwump. From Mugwumpus. Amphibian, water breathing, and just really interesting. Okay. There was Trill. I took Trill out of the equation. So now it's just Mugwump, Marion, Failing, or a dragon. So those are the 4 races. And those are the 4 that I'm interested in. Class-wise, there are only a few archetypes, actually. It's interesting. Bard. Now, everybody knows how the Bard is like the joke of other games, seemingly. Bard is the one that gets the most classes. Holy cow. Yeah, character creation, the MMO. Yeah, the flight is big. But water breathing is pretty awesome. There's another one that does flight, but it's not a little Fey. So, Druid has the two Druid things, Black Talon and Hearthstone. I was interested in Druid, Mage, which, I mean, I guess Pyromancer would pretty much be... Oh, look at this. So it tells you what city... Okay. Alright, here we go. So, basically, pick what class you want, and that'll find out where you can go. Starting city-wise. Okay. Or Wiccan. You have Moon Dancers and Shadow Dancers. Shadow Dancers seem really kind of cool, too. Oh, you've got to go to Glumdoring for that. Saren... I don't know, Glumdoring sounds pretty cool. So... Magic of Night... the undead Wiccan leader had children by one of the Fae. So, something like that. I don't know. Shadow Dancer sounds really cool. Moon Dancer, too. They both actually sound really cool. Alright. So, I guess that means we need to go to Gloomdoring, Sarenwild. We already know the Gaudy, City of Gaudy, which is all about fire and revelry and freedom and stuff. No, I'm not going to throttle my internet to dial up levels for the authentic experience. You guys are terrible. Oh my gosh. Spare Andy, rest of us have only been looking at it for the past hours. I think you win. Spare Andy, I played this years ago. You're on your own. Oh, yeah. So you can fight with air, water, earth, fire. Come on. You know what I'm going to do. Illuminati is a guardian, so that's one of the things you can be. Keepers of the Outer Planes, devoted to philosophy in the outer sphere. Okay, so this isn't really a fighter kind of thing. Spiritual Keepers of the City. Prime skill, cosmic magic. Alright, well, actually, guardian doesn't sound so bad either. No more choices, MJ. No more choices. But druid... Alright, so Druid, our cities are Sarenwild, Glom, Gaudy, something, or the Glom Forest. Alright, guys, what do you think? What should I focus on? Should I be... I'm thinking of a little Wiccan Fae Moon Dancer, I guess. Although, I gotta admit... Okay, so Druid can be here. Moon Dancer can be here. And I guess there are 3 guilds. Listeners, Sowers, and... What? Wodiwoses? Wodiwoses? Now they're just making up words. And yes, Malkin, this is a mud. Alright, so... I really kind of wanted to do the Fire City, but it only allows... I could be a... Alright, if I go to the Fire City, I have to be a Dracarni Pyromancer. Basically, that's a Dragon Pyromancer. That's what I gotta be. Oh, here we go. The Fae's native is in Gloomdoring. Gloomy. Where I could be a Shadow Dancer. Worshipped a great spirit during the fall. Okay. So I could go to Spooky Woods. Fire, Spooky Woods, or Pretty Woods? Maybe not Pretty Woods. See, Undead Witch led them all in a long pursuit, ended with the birth of Rowena's children by Larock, the consort of the Fae Queen. So what do you guys think? Should I be a Fae Shadow Dancer? A Dragon Pyromancer? Or... was the other one? Oh, I could be a Fey Moon Dancer. Moon Shadow. Moon Shadow is going through my head now, but that's 2 different classes. Zasia and Tanik say Spooky Woods Halloween candy is out in the stores, so embrace that one. You have the BGs for Shadow Dancer? I'm thinking Moon Shadow. Moon Shadow, Moon Shadow. Alright. They can summon Fae in times of need. Alright, let's do it. Let's do Gloomy. We're going to go Gloom, Fae, Shadow Dancer. We got this. Alright, so this is what we have to do now. So we go to the front page again. And we've got play now or create a character. So we gotta create a character. Well, you guys can see it because I'm on monitor view right now. Okay. Still no sound drive. Okay, so we picked Gloom. Oh, look at that. Gloom Doreen. Alright, next character info. Does this show what I'm typing? No, it doesn't. Okay. Enter. Oh, character name. Well, you know what? I'm a little dark fae. I'm gonna go easy with Sine. Alright, she's female. And apparently you have to be an adult that isn't over the age of 29. So, let's be... I like 13. 13's such a pretty number. Okay, 21. Choose a password. Alright, everybody. Where's my password book? Because I'm never going to remember this. MJ has a password. No, that's... Sparity, I'm fascinated to see how this goes. Hey, Akari, thank you for the sub. OPTV. Oh, I was gonna suddenly I was gonna try an I Love Lucy theme, but that didn't really work in my head. We're being subbed by Hikari Kanzaki. Hikari Kanzaki. Hikari Kanzaki. Okay, that's really hard to do too. Okay. This is your character's age, not your real life age. I like it. Okay, password. Can I even remember what I just said? Hang on. Let's just... Alright. Okay, that looks the same. What if I don't want you all to see my email? You all know my email. My passwords do not match. Do they still not? Okay. Alright, let's try this again. Apparently I'm... Alright, agree to the terms of service. Alright. Okay, this is going to be totally silent except for everything I read, huh? Actually, so, part of character creation is teaching you about the mud. So, yes, it's going to be character creation, but that's all we had to do and already got done. Now we're going to go into start doing some muddy mud stuff. Welcome, Snake, to Lusternia. What many experienced gamers call the most epic game around. You're about to join some of these players and find out why they have been logging in again and again for well over a decade. Best of all, Lusternia is forever free text game. Wait a minute, what is a text game? If you are unfamiliar with text games, the next few short moments will explain why text gaming is so amazing and a few basic commands you need to get started. Afterwards, you'll receive a special valuable gift. And they'll all be yours for only 19 minutes of reading. That's not a... okay. Text games have been played by thousands of gamers from all around the world for over 3 decades. Basically, when personal computers first came into existence, top programmers soon created the first of these multi-user games, which were all based in text. Many contend these games still represent the best gaming experience around because of their complexity and depth. If you like reading for pleasure or are a fan of pen and paper fantasy role-playing games, you will experience what many before you have discovered an amazing and endlessly enjoyable, playable virtual world. If you've never experienced text gaming, you may find gameplay awkward at first, but if you are the type of person who is willing to give something unusual a chance, you will find the more you play, the more fun you have, and the more complex the gaming becomes. Let's get started! The first important step is to move your character. You do this by typing the direction of a compass to move in that direction. Try typing S for south to move south. Where's, like, my typey text box? Not here. Where's my typey text box, people? Yes, this is free to play. Maybe not necessarily free to figure out. I'm gonna try... Nope, still not working. Okay. No, achievements. Global communication quests. Who's online? Ah, type commands here. Wait, it like... I swear it just appeared. Okay. Do I just have to do that or say... I want to move south. Period. Okay. Apparently full-on text is not a good idea. You are holding nothing. South. South? You are consumed by the ever-changing fog that wraps around your body. The warm air tingles with energy, and small sparks of electricity can be seen crackling from cloud to cloud in the distance. A fearsome orc stands here, menacingly fingering a short sword at his hip. You now see an exit north and out. See, MJ has played a text game before, only because I have played the text game in Secret World Legends. So, I have. Very good! You will soon be jetting around Lusternia in no time. The second most important step is to be able to defend yourself. Notice that nasty orc in the corner. Type look if you haven't noticed it. Look. Standing within the portal of fate. You are consumed by the ever-changing fog that wraps around... Wait. Etc., again. Your karma rises in response to your deeds. You found him. Now take a closer look. You can probe the orc. Sorry. Probe the orc. Alright. So, in case we need to backtrack, okay. Probe orc. Or you just click that. Tall and muscular, this orc warrior is fearsome and intimidating. A permanent snarling sound emanates from his throat as he stomps around heavily, swinging his rusted short sword around aggressively. A small shield is strapped to his left arm, dented and chipped by the attacks of previous unsuccessful adventurers. His head is a mass hold. What? Wait. Skipped a line. His head is a mass of matted black hair, and streaks of red and blue war paint are marked across his chest and face. Cracked, yellowing teeth jut out from his mouth, and his black eyes hold only malice. Yes, BBB, you can consider this bedtime stories. Though dirty and undernourished, he clearly considers himself master of all he sees. Oh, does he see me? A fearsome orc looks weak and feeble. He weighs about 308 pounds. Fearsome orc is holding nothing. What do you mean he's holding nothing? He's swinging a great short sword around aggressively. How is he holding nothing? How is he holding nothing? That makes no sense. Don't start not making sense on me right away. This is a combat scene. Shh, I will cute narrate whatever I want to. Let's put him out of his misery. Oh, wait. Let's put him out of his misery before he eats your face! Type punch orc or kick orc, and give him the business end of your fist or foot. After hitting him, you'll have to wait a few seconds before you can hit him again. Well, I'd rather punch orc than probe orc. I'm not even a character yet, though. Okay. Dude, the orc isn't hurting me. This is terrible. Why should I choose? Okay. I'm a soccer player. We're going with kick. You leap into the air and launch a flying kick at the fearsome orc. You connect. The final blow proves too much for the fearsome orc, who expires pitifully. You have slain the fearsome orc. Apparently wasn't very fearsome. You have recovered balance on all limbs. Wow, you are going to earn that valuable gift in no time at all. All those who pass through the portal of fame must face choices. The first of these is your race. For some who come to this moment, they recall the race they were born as. For others, they choose to start their life anew in this moment. Whatever leads you to this choice, choose wisely, for your character shall be judged by it, and your life shaped by it. To choose your race, type races, and off we go! And then pick the race you want. Races. Phaline. Phalines are not descended from an elder god. Rather, they are a cross between an elfin and a creature of the Fae. Phalines are almost always raised in elven communes and are given special status by Wiccans. Physically, they look like extremely diminutive elven, even smaller than the furrykin, and they all have elaborate butterfly-like wings enabling them to fly. While not very strong, they make up for that in speed and intellect. Ever since the undead elfin Rowena Nightshade tricked Lairod, consort of the Queen of the Fae, into fathering her child, Phalines who take the path of the Werden great nature spirits of night, crow, or that of the voice of Malhala, transform into shadow Phalines. These are a curious breed of Phaline that are larger than others of their kind, with a dark complexion that seems to churn with shadows, more bat-like wings, and eyes that glow with a somber red fire. Boop! You already read all this on the site. It's like an audiobook with a narrator who likes to break the fourth wall. I didn't just break the fourth wall. I just kicked that puppy down right after I dispatched that fearsome orc. Alright, lots of stuff. Whatever. Ow. Jeez, guys, my back hurts so bad. Okay, let's see if I can lean back and move closer to my desk so I can still see what's going on. You may select information by typing help race. Race. Select. Failing. Failing. Failing away is where I want to flit today. Oh. Congratulations, you are now one of the failing race. Then, failing you are, whether you were or simply shall be. Maybe you were a fae. Maybe MJ is really a phaeline on the other side of the screen. You wouldn't know. Neener, neener, oh. Your second choice is the path of your life shall take from this moment. All those who pass through the portal are skilled in ways of one of the great classes of adventurers. It is now time for you to choose your own. Shall you be a stalwart guardian? A skilled warrior? A center druid? Ooh, a focused monk? No! Perhaps a silver-tongued bard? La 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 la! A powerful mage? Bippity-boppity-boo! Or an ethereal Wiccan? Whatever you choose, know that the choice is not permanent. Wait, it's not? For you may change your mind, or even take up the skills of a class additional to your own. Ooh. To choose your class, simply type classes, and use class select class to select the class you want. Classes, class, classy, class. Shadow Dancer. Shadow. Oh, we can totally Tiny Dancer this. Can't fight this failing anymore. I've forgotten what I started fighting for. Oh my gosh, this one's gonna be great. There's gonna be so much I can do with this. Oh. Okay, gosh. Tanic, help wanted. Looking for NPC willing to greet all new players of Lusternia. Must be fearsome. Health benefits included. No dental. Okay. Oh, wait. Tiny Dancer. No, Shadow Dancer. Shadow Dancer. Make me one with the wait, what? Oh, class select. I'm just gotta type correct. Oh, jeez. I need to type correctly all through this. We are in so much trouble. Class select. Shadow Dancer! You are now a member of the Shadow Dancer class. The path of the Shadow Dancer is a fine choice. May it serve you well in your new life. Now, all you need to do is choose a starting guild. The guild you choose will determine what skills you are able to learn. There is no wrong choice. They pay me to say that. And you can switch guilds later if you wish. Type guild choices to see the list of guilds, and then the select la-da-da-da-da, etc., etc., etc. Wait, what? Swarm. Oh, I forgot to read these. Swarm. Correct, Tarkin. Wait, what? Oh, no. Swarm has always existed. Hunger. Okay. It doesn't sound like me. Signs everywhere. There's signs. Rocking up the scenery, breaking my mind. Ooh, the natural word flexes. Spiritual side. Good heavens. Oh, my back hurts. Okay. Sorry, guys. I have had major back problems this week. And I have to do this occupational therapy with Munchkin. It involves, like, bending down and doing... He has to do wheelbarrow walks when he's tiny. And I'm tall. And rolling him and log rolls and... Oh my gosh, my back hurts. Signs made of whisper. Ooh, whispers. I like whispers. Ooh, okay. When will the first black rose of spring rise from the rotting mulch of the glomdering? Glom? A crow. This is crow. So what was the other one? Swarm. Which one is swarm? Thorn Watch. Power is raw! Until it is nurtured, then it is changed. This changes the essence of what the Thorn Watch has sworn to protect. What is power if it is not the fetterless majesty of the word? Ooh. Thorn Watch. Destroy weakness from within. Calling the dead to make room for new growth. And those tending to the ebb and flow of the word's potential. Does the guild mean anything? Oh, thank you, Amiga. No, I'm not going to roleplay a locust in Swarm. What do you guys think? The one I don't even want to pronounce. Crow. I mean, it's kind of like being a part of the Night Watch, right? Call me Crow. Alright, let's try Augie. Let's try Augie. Alright. Guild. Select Auguries. I already typed it wrong. Initially, no. For the first taste, you can pretty much just get in the game with what interests you. Yeah, rabbit holes of text files, yeah. Congratulations! You've enrolled in the Auguries of the Dark Heart. Playing with the Queen of Dark Hearts, knowing that I'm really smart. MJ is the only fool to do anything for you. A bronze lamp, a backpack, some herbs, and a set of vials magically appear in your hands. The lamp can be traded in for credits later, but don't worry about that just yet. For now, you can rub lamp, and it will help guide you throughout the land. Your backpack contains some gold, and if you have received some useful items to help you in your adventure. Good luck, Sine. Head out to begin your adventure. Ooh. Rub lamp now or anywhere? What if I rub lamp now? You rub a bronze lamp and hear the voice of magical genie echo from within. What can I help you with? How can I see the world with more color and earn the Rainbow Achievement Award? What's with the backpack? Alright, let's just go out. Before the Portal of Fate. Seething with arcane energy, the Portal of Fate floats before you. You see a single exit leading out. Clone Doreen says, "Please welcome Sine, who just stepped out of the Portal of Fate as a new commune member." Woohoo! You have been enrolled in the Shadow Maze. See Help Collegium for more information. Don't forget, simply rub lamp at any time you wish to continue to learn about Lusternia. Oh gosh. Man, that's gonna kill my voice. Okay. Lasher Wormwood, the Twisting Root, says, "Welcome, Sine. to the shadow maze of the Gloomnorning forest. Make use of CG Help Welcome and learn about your first footfalls into the heart of darkness. Oh, yes! We're doing some Conrad! Yes! Ow, my voice box hurt. If there are questions on your lips, seek out answers in CG Help Index, or ask them with CGT Message. Ignorance will only lead you to being lost within the shadows. If you are stuck, use the newbie channel to ask for help. Just type, newbie, could someone please help me? You currently have hints on, which will give you helpful hints in the Newton Cavern area. The first place you should adventure. You can get there by typing Newton. You also have access to the portals. See Help Portals. The smell of decay assaults your nostrils. Yoder says, welcome to Gloomdorins today. Let us know if you need any help getting started. Okay. Rancora from Ethereoplane says, darkest tidings and welcome, young Nascent. Alright, so we can do that. How can we learn more about myself, or do I have to rub lamp again? You say. How? Oh, what kind of voice is Sine gonna have? Ooh, we gotta figure this out. This is gonna be an important decision. I don't know. I don't know what voice to use. How can I learn more about myself? The voice of the magical genie echoes from within the lamp. Entering through the portal of fate can be confusing, but you can always assess your current score and status to see what organizations you belong to, your basic stats and score, as well as a bunch of other information. Hint to see help score and help status to see what everything in your score and status means. Also remember you can try Q score or QSC to see a more compressed version of your scores and status. Try looking at your score now to complete achievement score and achievement status. Looking at your score. Oh, can I not click on it? Oh, here we go. Female failing, mentor nobody. The 16th of Ava Cherry, 491. My health is already down 10. What, because of the stench or something? Okay. Your karma rises in response to your deeds. Your soul cries out in ecstasy as it reaches the new heights of power. You have advanced to level 2. You have reached the illustrious level of bold. You feel the exuberance of youth flood your veins, restoring your vitals. Achievement! You have completed the score achievement and earned instant experience. Alright. I just want to click on everything. I want to learn and study everything everywhere. This is... Alright. Hi. No, that's not a good voice for Sine. Alright. Those are rabbit holes. Resist. I know. I kind of want to start with this first one. Although, you see there's Help Collegium there. But there's CG help. Welcome. First footballs in the heart of darkness. The heart of darkness. Please tell me y'all have read that. Probably not. I think I was the only one who had books like that in high school. There's a shadow maze to look at. Didn't I ask about, yeah, learn more about myself. You thought I was bad with making decisions before, and now look. Alright, let's do this one. Welcome to the show. Composed by Eleron on 1st of Estar, 500 CE. Welcome to the Shadow Maze. The portal of fate has erased your memories of who you were before you stepped through it and likely left you confused. Fortunately, your commune mates are here to help guide you. You will spend 20 Lusternian days help time in the Shadow Maze, relearning what you have forgotten how to do, and learning about the Glomdoring. The Glom. We're just going to call it the Glom, okay? It's just the Glom. Through completing quests in the Shadow Maze will shorten that time. College status will show you how long remains before you graduate. Back in school? Really? Before you begin to explore the Shadow Maze or Lusternia, we recommend learning some basic survival skills and the basic skills of your class to help you in exploration, hunting, and combat. Brennan Stormcrow, who resides at the Master Ravenwood, can teach you. To reach him, you may teleport Nexus to travel to the type Mord. Oh. To travel to the Master Ravenwood. Each of these classes of the Force has its own skill, so each has its own scroll to help you learn. They are Black Talon, Evangard, Harbingers, Nekotai, and Shadow Dancers. Once you've learned your skills, you're welcome to explore the Shadow Maze. Map will guide you to the 6 tutors in the Shadow Maze, who will give you hunting, influencing, history, planar travel, geography, and power quests. Help Index includes guides for each of these quests, along with more information about basic equipment and purchasing supplies, as well as more in-depth information about the various classes. If you wish to learn more of your guild, you may do so by reading GC... And clicky, clicky, and clicky. You may also wish to explore the Newton Caverns. Help Newton! For experience and gold, or begin completing achievements. And achievement blank to gain experience and lessons to further invest in your skills. If you have questions, please ask on the Shadow Maze Aether with CGT message. You can also speak directly with your guild with GT. Shadow Dancer history. Shadow Dancer skills. Alright. You must learn a number of lessons skill from teacher. Check maybe to see all. Am I supposed to be doing all these right now? Hey, zombie hunter. For heaven's sakes, we're still going. All right. So I need the skills first. So I guess we're going to teleport Nexus here. You tug upon the aether strands around you, searching for that one that connects to the Master Ravenwood tree. You have recovered equilibrium. Whoa! All right. Brennan Stormcrow paces here, his cadaverous body twitching with sudden jerks. The Master Ravenwood tree towers over everything here, pulsing with an immeasurable yet dark power. There are 25 night hags here, casting darkness all around. A shadow totem thrusts up from the ground, chilling the air. There are 6 black direwolves here. There are 2 armored bats here. There are 4 illithoid scourges here. There are 25 Shadowlord Widow Riders here. A solstice stocking has been hung by the chimney with care. A crudely crafted shrine of harsh black crystal stands here, thrumming powerfully. Splintered from the Master Ravenwood, a massive branch lies here, spiders crawling along its rotting wood. Glowing gently with a soft blue light, a delicate dream catcher has been permanently hung here. A giant bat hangs here, wings folded about its body and one beady eye open. An animated skeleton stands here with a ghostly outline of a bat around its skull. An animated skeleton stands here with a ghostly outline of a beetle around its skull. And an animated skeleton stands here with a ghostly outline of a wasp around its skull. Guess what? There's another animated skeleton, and it's standing here with a ghostly outline of a spider around its skull. In the shape of an open palm, a metallic sigil lies here. A hemlock sapling clings tenaciously to the ground. You see a single exit leading north. A dark night hag nods her head at you. A Shadowlord Widow Rider nods his head at you. The ground bubbles up as though a seething mass churns underneath. A large shadow flits across the edge of your vision for a bare instant, vanishing between the trees. Once a handsome elven male, Brennan Stormcrow is barely recognizable as a living humanoid. His body's skeletal patches of skin having sloughed off, and bits of bone peeking through the torn skin. With eyes as black as midnight, Brennan constantly jumps and studies any sudden movement, his head tilting left and right, like a bird, studying a potential snack. Great, am I going to look like a snack? He is dressed in deep brown robes depicting a crow in flight and is prone to sudden jerks and movements. He weighs about 109 pounds, moderate weakness to cutting damage, slight resistance to blunt, slight resistance to magic, invulnerability to cold, great resistance to excorable damage, terrible weakness to divinus damage, loyal to the free collective of Glom, cannot see what Brennan Stormcall is holding. He has the following aliases: Brennan and Stormcall. Continue the hunt for his dark mate. Father-son presses forward on his journey, lowering himself in the sky, yet still casting even full light upon the land. You greet Brennan Stormcrow with a sincere smile. He completely ignores you, not even registering your existence. Wait, wasn't I supposed to talk to him? Or was I supposed to talk to the tree? Now we gotta go back. Wait, what is this? What was I supposed to do? MJ is so tired. Shall I actually type this and see if it does anything? I don't think you can you? Whoops. Skill, choice, select, low magic. Oh. I guess I was supposed to do this already. And totems. Okay. So, wait, do I want to do... It says I don't have to pick a trade right now. Floridon, is this a mud? Yes. Yes, it is. I don't want help getting started. I want to figure this out. I thought I had to go talk to him before I could choose those things, but I said to choose them already. All right, skill choices available. Hexes and healing. Can I take both? Like, come up to here and it was... Okay, to learn the first of your skills listed below, combat, you could learn 4 combat from Brennan. You could then view AB combat to see that you have learned the skill weapon probe, and view AB combat weapon probe to learn how to use that skill. Alright. So I guess we do need to learn combat. I don't know how much stuff I get. I'm just randomly gonna go learn combat. And you had to do Brennan. No, you had to do number. Learn 4 combat from Brennan. Bows to you and commences a lesson in combat. Alright, there we go. No, I know that. Oh, Spare Andy, 4 a.m. Oh my goodness, yes, get some sleep. If you guys wonder why it was so late tonight, actually our patron that requested it is in Australia. So I was streaming at a time that he or she, would be able to join in and watch. Crud. After this, I still have to finish a column and mow lawn and make birthday cakes for tomorrow. Ye gads. So, do I just want to learn the same things it told me? Alright, so then let's just type AB. BBB. Well, we won't be too much longer yet. Brennan Stormcrow bows to you and commences the lesson in combat. Brennan Stormcrow stands up straight and beckons you to do the same. Combat has no place for slouching or sitting, he proclaims. Brennan Stormcrow explains that combat is not the art of attack, but rather consists almost purely of defensive techniques. Grasping your limbs, Brennan Stormcrow moves them until you're in the correct posture for each stance, then instructs you to move between stances until you are able to do so with reasonable accuracy. Brennan Stormcrow explains the many uses of his shield, from basic defense to parrying and even basic attacks. As he finishes the lesson, Brennan Stormcrow reminds you that each stance needs much practice before it can be used with the speed required in battle. The wind whistles eerily through the branches overhead. Brennan Stormcrow bows to you. The lesson in combat is over. Now we've gained a weapon probe. To see information, check out AB Combat Weapon Probe. Next, ability available in 3 lessons. Transcendence available in 1,711 lessons. Oh my goodness. When I log out and come back, is all this stuff still going to be here? I sure as heck hope so, because I'm going to need all this information again. Shadows grow longer in anticipation for the return of their dark mistress, as father-son's chase brings them closer to the world's edge. We haven't really made it out anywhere yet. Oh, it's supposed to be a backpack? That doesn't look like a backpack. Oh, look at this. I got teardrop sigils. As the sun passes below the horizon's edge, Mother Night unveils her terrible, shadowy beauty, spreading darkness across the land. Wow, I have a lot of gold rings. Yeah, so it told me a number of ones that I wanted to learn weapon probe. 4 combat, 2 weapon probe. Wait. And then 4 environment to survey. 16 discipline for clotting and curing. So learn 4 environment from Brennan. Okay. Learn influence if you don't want to kill things and want to seduce or befriend them. That sounds awesome. Yeah, it said combat, environment, discipline, discernment, planner. It hasn't given me... Oh, I already learned nature up in the top. Low magic, nature, and totems. I already learned those. I really hope this stays. Is this going to stay? Am I going to still get this later? Because I need to be ending. Learn. Learn 16. Discipline. From Brennan. So I should just go through and learn all the stuff it just told me to before I go very far. Alright, so I've got combat, I've got environment, I just did discipline. Learn 25 discernment. Learn 34 planar. Learn 62 nature. And 34 totems. How is it I have all these points or whatever? That's... There we go. So that's all the stuff it asked me to consider learning. Haha, so to end, we're gonna read through all the stuff he just taught me. Yeah, I know another player's talking to me, but I'm not. I don't know how you say back to them, but... Brennan Stormcrow cracks his knuckles. Brennan Stormcrow bows to you and commences the lesson in environment. Brennan Stormcrow begins by explaining that there are two primary ways in which you can interact with your environment: sight and touch. Brennan Stormcrow tells you that the different physical interactions with the environment. He explains that the ranges from simply making the perfect snowball to the more difficult feats of slipping through sewer grates or climbing tall trees. As the lesson continues, Brennan Stormcrow explains the process of careful visual examination. To demonstrate, he spends a moment looking around the room and then proceeds to point out several small but important details you had missed in your previous hasty glances. Stormcrow reminds you to keep a keen eye out for subtle differences in your surroundings and to keep practicing the challenging physical feats of the environment. He bows to you again. The lesson's environment is over. Gain surveying ability. Okay, odd sounds echo. Odd sounds echo through the gloomy forest, their source undetermined. Illistala emerges from the shadows, curiously looking around. Sauntering in langoriously, a puffball enters from the down, revealing itself to be a ragdoll kitten with bright Corellian eyes. Brennan Stormcrow cocks his head to one side, looking Xanathos over with an appraising stare. Mighty Crow has his eye upon you, dark servant, he says. You almost gag watching Xanathos casually chew upon the rotten flesh stuck in the nest in the trees. Oh. Do they do carrots for emotes at all? What is the proper way to do emotes? I know most people did. Yeah, we did asterisks or carrots. There we go. Alright, we shall continue our lessons. Brennan Stormcrow inhales deeply and puffs out his chest. Stormcrow explains that skill and discipline will allow you to exert your will over your being, both your physical body and your afflicted mind. As the lesson continues, you begin to understand that there is a direct connection between the physical and the mental, and that if you could only learn the right things to think, you could cure any ailment. Stormcrow whispers to you of the greatest feat possible with discipline, the curing of your very spirit. He jests that this might be necessary if you decide to use your other powers to end your own life. Stormcrow reminds you to be aware of your body and the condition of your mind at all times, and keep your hands and arms within Stormcrow bows to you. The lesson of discipline is over. Your skill and discipline is risen to apprentice. Yay! Okay, more. Stormcrow bows to you and commences the lesson in discernment. He glances up and down at you, nodding, then narrows his eyes. Discernment, Stormcrow says, is the art of combining your sensory observations with your inner sense for the way things should be. Stormcrow explains that with practice, you, too, can learn to recognize the voices of people shouting and know at a quick glance the contents of all your vials. Taking you in closely, Brennan Stormcrow whispers to you of the most powerful abilities available through discernment, the abilities to manipulate the way others sense your use of Lusternia's primary power stream. Across the heavens, the stars and moon challenge night's dark reign. Wait, okay, so the narrator has a different... Narrator is the crazy voice. Across the heavens, the stars and moon challenge night's dark reign, revealing familiar constellations that tell the tales of myth and legend. Oh, you must wait until your current lesson is finished before you may start another. He cautions you to use your insight with responsibility and care. Discernment is over. Okay, what did we want to learn after discernment? Uh-oh. Planar. Learn 34 planar from Brennan. And then after that is 62 nature, 34 totems. 62 nature, 42 totems. 62 nature, 42... Wait, what was that? 34 totems. 34 totems. Alright. You've been invited to join a clan. Really? Sharp, jerky noises hang in the air, reminiscent of crow's caw. An armored bat flutters just overhead. Midnight shadows coalesce around the new day, and Mother Night embraces the land in utter darkness. Brennan Stormcrow bows to you and commences the lessons in planar. Regarding you thoughtfully, Stormcrow gives you a slight nod and commences your instruction in the mysteries of planar discipline, beginning with the basic principles of travel using the Aether. Explains to you the theory of the structure of the planes and warns you that without adequate training, survival upon the higher planes is impossible and therefore should not be attempted. The uses of planar abilities are not limited to travel between planes using gates, Stormcrow tells you. He explains how some can be used to translocate eventually between the planes to another person or a nexus of power, as well as the link between your planar training and your Aether wave communications. With a series of movements a look of concentration on its faith, Stormcrow opens planar gateway before you, indicating for you to examine it. In time, he says, you will be able to open gateways to the planes yourself with sufficient training. He explains that with further training, you'll be able to block access to gateways using the distortion field, preventing their use. Finally, informing you that woven gateways can also be unwoven with enough skill, he destroys the gateway before you. Bows to you, the lesson on planar is over. Learn 62 nature. Oh. Or did I already learn the nature one? I don't think so. Learn 34 totems. Oh, okay. I can't do nature or totems right now, but can I learn 10 nature? Oh, I can. With a nod of his head, Brennan Stormcrow begins to talk of the realm of nature. Waving his arms, Brennan Stormcrow tells you that nature is all around you. I think I figured that one out. Its power is ready to be grasped. Brennan Stormcrow explains that with practice, it is possible to alter your body to a state more in tune with the natural world. Remember, though, said he, that having nature powers is a responsibility as well as a gift. He tells you how to plant the sacred nuts of the commune and how to speed the growth of plants. Remind you that skills of nature are but a start on the path of understanding the great spirits of the forest. Bows to you, the lesson in nature is over. Let's try 10 and totem again. Let's try 10 and totem, why not? Brennan Stormcrow bows to you and commences the lesson in totems. He drops to one knee and beckons you to do the same, explaining that nature must be revered and respected in all aspects. While the power of totems may be used merely for one's own advantage, these powers have been granted for the protection of all nature. He shows you how to contact the great nature totems and explains the benefit of connecting with the spirits of each. Then he continues on to speak of how every spirit has an important purpose, from the smallest squirrel to the mightiest stag. He cautions against underestimating the importance of the inanimate, saying how the rocks, the rivers, even the sun and the moon can lend their aid to you. Demonstrating, he calls out to the spirit of the rock and seems to become denser and obviously harder to move. He warns you that the benevolence of the spirits is fickle, and that using them as mere tools can be dangerous. He also warns that for some spirits, you must have a physical connection in order to obtain a spiritual one. He then shows you how to eventually ask all the totems for aid at once, and he is momentarily lifted off the ground by the power that surrounds him. Then, he also mentions that, with great mastery, you too can choose one of the greater nature spirits to study more closely. The lesson in totems is over. Pouncing unusually high, a strange dense ball enters from the north. A strange dense ball bounces away to the down. Alright, so let's check status. Just to see. Fully rested, utterly satiated. I'm sober and in control. I'm completely sane. I would question that. Dressed comfortably. Huh. Zenthos has appeared again. Alright. Do I have to do anything special to log out? Oh, nope. Nope, ME does not work. No, I'm not going to bother trying to find an inn. I was just going to curl up on the... I know, I was just trying to do an emote. Well, that's something that's kind of a bummer. Not really. Look at that. Ego, health, power. My ego's huge. I have no power. Emote. Curls on rotted log to rest. Let's see if that works. Ah, there you go. Emote works. Yay! Ta-da! There you go, everybody. There is my very first foray into a mud, which is like, an enormous leopard just curled up next to the rotted log as well. Aww. That was interesting. So it's a little slower than I'm used to for roleplay, like, because for tabletop you're talking as things are going, and these things are done behind the scenes, commands and everything. Yeah, contrary. I don't know how they've changed over the years, because this is the first one I've seen besides the text-based one that was in Secret World Legends. So I might continue with this. I might even treat our patron to another stream so we can get beyond this point right here and go out and try to do something and see how that works. But that may have to wait for another weekend. If I do it, it would probably be the next Friday night at 10 o'clock. So it might be an extra, and I may do it if I need to. Yeah, this channel, I could always throw it on my channel, but I should be able to do it here. Why not? So that was interesting. I'm sorry if it seems like it went really slow. Obviously, just starting out, there's a whole lot going on, and you just trying to get going. Of course, I started clicking the rabbit holes of of text files, but until then, guys, if you want to check out stuff, be sure to go to massiveop.com. And of course, if you want to see about having me check out a game, there you go. Patron level will definitely allow you to do that. So what tiers? It's one of the early tiers, so you can do that. There are a couple of caveats that it has to be a game that I have or can get. Remember, I don't have unlimited funds to just go out and buy a whole bunch of games. And she did add in there that I am willing to play. So there is a game out there that's not going to happen. But other than that, pretty wide open. I'm pretty willing to go into anything once. And hey, that's actually how I found some games that I really enjoy playing in genres that I would never have just checked out on my own. So that's pretty awesome. Thank you all so much for coming and joining me. I know for you East Coasters and especially for you Europeans, it was super late. But of course, this was scheduled specifically for Australia in mind, which, by the way, the Australians and New Zealanders, they are always getting the short end of the stick and never getting to watch at a decent time for them. So there you go. This is for you guys. Be sure to check out massivelyop.com, follow the OPTV schedule, hit end on the main page, and it'll take you right to the bottom. You'll see it, or click OPTV up on the top, tippy top, and the schedule will also be right there with any streams that are running. Can be seen live on that page. And of course, you're not going to see any actual news about Lusternia, but you will see it about MMOs and all sorts of video games as opposed to text games. And check it out there. Check out the Twitters and all that good stuff, guys. Hopefully, it's weekend tomorrow. It's late. It's the point where I'm not sure when anything is. So I think it's still Friday night, in which case I hope y'all have a very safe one so that I can see you tomorrow. Keep an eye out. We will not be sandboxing tomorrow because it is a game's anniversary. So we're going to go do that. But if you keep an eye out, then you'll know when we get back into that goodness. So, happy Saturday. Y'all have a good one. And I'll see you later. So, good night, y'all.